Hey y'all, I got some good news, man. Y'all know I've been keeping y'all up to date.
Like a pro. Yeah, I'm trading like a pro. Like a pro. Taking profit like a pro.
Like a pro. Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
We getting paid, stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like a pro.
So take a peek at this. All right. Let me annotate. Do a little annotation. So this was the first. This is the first time I jumped on this trade when it was right here. That's the first time. Okay. Now I ain't gonna be long-winded. All right. I ain't gonna be long-winded, but I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna try to. So I saw this top reject. At this point, I'm really not worrying about the 50. I'm really not worried about the 50 right there. I always take a note of it, but I'm really not worrying about it at that point because there's no trade set up. You feel me? So I don't care about the 50. I'm looking at price action. Okay. The 50 comes into play once I have price action understood. Maybe take a note of that. The 50 moving average you got to do this stuff in order, because if you don't, your mind is going to be off. The mindset will be off. It may affect your decision making. So the 50 does not come into play until the structure is understood and the trend is understood and all of that higher time frame stuff is done. Okay. So now I see that. And I saw price doing that again coming up here. That was the first trade. Now the golden zone was already present because I think I went from high to low. All right. So now all I'm doing is I want to see the bigger picture. Let's go to the hour. And I saw these here. The first one is already established. When I sent out the first trade setup, it was pushing in. So that was a full green candle. My thing is, let's go to the lower time frame. Yeah, let's go to the 30. And what keeps you safe is this. Is that trend line. So I use the golden zone as a form of telling me that price has held at that level. I use the golden zone as that, like that, in that sense. Oh, price holding at this brick wall. Price is holding at this strong whatever demand zone, supply zone sometimes, or it's just a strong level. Pretty much support and resistance level, but it's really the Fibonacci golden zone level. And when price break that trend line, I'm in. So you go all the way down to the 15-minute to enter. Right? At what point do you enter? Breakout traders are going to look at the currency heat wave and they're going to see JPY is getting strong as it rejected this area. Okay. As it's rejecting and finally rejected coming out, you will see JPY starting to get strong. Now, what you have to do is this. This is more like the currency cycling. You have to start paying attention. What was GBP doing like 2 hours ago? Okay, because it's going to get strong, it's going to get weak, it's going to get strong, it's going to get weak. So what was GBP doing 2 hours ago? We got to start paying attention to that. Now I've been paying attention to it because I'd be like, man, it's 5 o'clock. No. Let's go with 3 o'clock. It's 3:30. GBP was weak. GBP was weak all from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, even to 2:30. GBP was weak. It was weak, but all of a sudden, and you know what? Price was trying to break to the downside. I see a structure. I see a trade set up here. It was in consolidation. Price tried to drop to the downside as JPY was getting strong. I'm painting you a picture here, but it never really took off. JPY it never really took off to the downside. I'm talking about pound yen. So when 330 come and I see GBP starting to get strong, boom, currency cycling. Okay, it was weak and it started picking up around 3 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock their time in London. I'm taking that. I'm taking that now. And according to the trade setup, I may hold it. All right, so pay attention to that. All right, please don't forget that. That's important. JPY is starting to get strong in this sense. We taking it now. I take them on a moving candle. I don't wait for them to close all the time, especially if I got it rejecting that a golden zone. And now we're approaching this trend line. Now this trend line was right on this wick. I know this because I sent this trade setup out. It was on this green wick here. So I'm taking it as it's pushing because I'm seeing JPY starting to get strong. Boom, I'm taking it. Now but I'm used to doing that. You may need to wait for it to close. But if you need to see this candle close for you to take the breakout, then make sure it's not closing too far away from the area where you need to be getting in at. If this candle is closing down here, you got to wait for a retest. Yes, it may fit your conditions of closing outside the trend line. You waited, but you still got a thing called stop loss that you got to factor in. Even though this trade looks lovely to you, it's not 100%. It never will be. So the fact that you got a percentage that you can lose, you got to ask yourself, where's the stop loss at? Do you want to hear? Is it really realistically good here? So you got to think about that. So now if this candle ends up dropping way down here and you want to enter because it finally closed, you got to say, man, well, that's terrible because my stop loss is 22 pips away. Do that fit my trading plan? No. Well, I could either not take it or I can lower my lot size. Where's your take profit at? Where's your take profit at? Okay, well, if I do lower my lot size, my take profit is only what? 20 pips. So that's kind of a 1-to-1. Okay, I can take that. Only by lowering my lot size though, because that's 23 pip stop loss. I don't want to lose $200 today on this trade because I had to enter it way down here. You see the thought process? That's the mindset of a profitable trader, I'm telling you. Now, you would have to wait for a retest. So if it comes down that far low, you got to wait for the retest. But if it just closes here, take it. And that's it. We'll see we'll let the market come to us. All right. Love y'all. Happy holidays. Eat good and eat well. And y'all already know. Let's make this money back.